Like I said, Billy Preston is one of these artists that, sadly did not get his due while he was living. But him being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year is long overdue.
Oh, definitely. I agree.
And I wanted to, ask you, how did you first meet him? What's the story behind that?
I first met Billy Preston in Los Angeles. I was playing with my little high school band in L.A. at a place called Mavericks Flat. And Billy used to come in and listen to us play pretty much every weekend. And one Saturday night after we finished playing, he was in there and he was leaving. I jumped off the stage and I ran out and caught him. Almost didn't hit the last note on the drums, and caught him and hemmed him up in the parking lot. And I said, "Excuse me, Mr. Preston." And he turned around and said, "Yeah, kind of sarcastic." And I told him my name. I said, "My name is Manuel Kellogg, and I'd love to be your drummer." And he said, "You would? You'd love to be my drummer?" He said, "Well, that's wonderful because I like the way you play." And from that day on, which was a Saturday night, lasted 25 years plus.
Wow.
Yeah.
What year was that you approached him?
That must have been like around 1960. I want to say 68.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So you were there with him before he left Apple.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I'm the one that put the band together. I picked all the musicians and put all that together. Matter of fact, some of the musicians came from my little high school band called the Rhythm Rebellion. There's some names on the album: Charles Garnett, Rocky Peoples. Those were the two horn players that was in the Rhythm Rebellion, and they turned out to be first pick horn players on Billy Preston's first solo album at A&M.
Wow. Your group, how many years did you all play together before meeting Billy Preston?
Oh, we were high school. We get dating back to like 15 years old, up until we played together till at least end of 1969, something like that.
Wow. Okay. And then
the guitar player and the bass player went on to be with the group Rufus. The two horn players, Rocky and Chucky, and myself, we went on to be with Billy Preston.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So when you all, when you were putting together the band for Mr. Preston, what were some of the things that you were looking for that that made you believe that Mr. Preston would kind of galvanize around those musicians for his first record on A&M?
Well, I think that I'm just putting this out there. I think Billy enjoyed the way I played and liked me as a person. To take my word is when I would say, "Hey, these are some good players. Let's give them a chance." I worked with them. We went to school together. We all know music. We play together. Not only are they good players, but they're good people. And from that point on, it was never a, "Well, why you say that?" It was, okay, man, you the boss. Then he started calling me Deacon. Okay, Deke, you the man, Deke, whatever you say. And I started picking a lot of players, and through 25 years, it never changed. I ended up being the band leader, road manager, everything.
Wow.
He put a lot of trust in me, man. And I really, to this very day, I look back on that, and I'm sometimes I get choked up to think how much he did instill in me and placed in me,
What was he like as a person beyond just being a just otherworldly musician?
Billy was probably one of the most fantastic people you would ever meet. He would give you the shirt off his back. And if he couldn't give you the shirt off his back, he'd give you some money out of his pocket to go get you a shirt. Mm-hmm. You know, I remember times that, we would be on the road and, you know how it is when you're young, you don't have no money to spend all your money. And we really didn't have none starting back then. And I told him one time, I said, man, I wish I could have me a hamburger or something. You know, I just threw something out there. He said, well, what you want, Deke? I said, I just want to get something to eat. He said, well, he gave me $100 bills. They go get you what you want to eat, man. You know, it don't cost me $5. But that's the kind of person he was, you know.
You know, how old were you when you started working with him?
Let me see. 1960. I must have been at least, I'm going to say 16, 17 years old.
Okay. Wow. You were a
yeah.
baby.
Yeah, right out of, I'm telling you, we were all fresh out of high school.
Wow. You know, going into, you know, making his first album on A&M,
mm-hmm.
you know, what was kind of you all's thought process? You know, what type of album was he looking to create?
That's a good question because I didn't know at that time what he was looking for other than the fact that, again, being young, excited to go in the studio to work with a Billy Preston. I didn't know. I was just excited to be there. So whatever he presented to me, whatever he wanted to do, I was going to do my best to support that, mentally and musician wise. So whatever he had to present, I was on for it.
And did you all have any conversations about, you know, musically, what he was thinking about at the time? Because, you know, especially during that part of history, there was a lot going on in this country. And did you all have conversations about that? And did you want some of the music to reflect those times? Or
when it came down to the conversations about what we were going to do, again, we never really knew what was on Preston's mind until we got to the studio. Okay. He would start off a song and start a feel, something he would have. A lot of stuff was created right then. Then there was some other times when things were pre-thought out. But basically, being in the studio, he would start playing a groove on something, and then he would just tell me to come on in and play. And basically, I felt where he was at, and I would start playing. We never really had rehearsals or anything until we got in the studio. We just laid it down. Most of that stuff that you hear on that I Wrote a Simple Song album was done in one take. There were no rehearsals done whatsoever.
One take?
Basically, all of our stuff was done in one take. If you remember which was on the flip side of I Wrote a Simple Song, the first big hit that we had was called Out of Space.
Yes.
That was nothing but a jam session, man.
Wow.
It wasn't even planned. There's no music to that. There's no music to anything. It was just a jam session. And Tommy Vicari, again, just happened to have the tape running, which he had tape running for everything, and captured it from beginning to the end. He didn't turn the tape off until we stopped playing.
Wow.
Yeah. And like I said, I have to just keep saying, because when we were in the studio, there were no rehearsals. We just went in and had fun and laid it down. The bus is coming. He would just start playing, boom, 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 and I would feel it. I would start playing what he was playing, and And